Om Agnānatimirandhasya Gnānāñjana-śalākaya Chakṣurunmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya-manobishtam sthapitam yena bhutale Swayam Rupah kada mahyam dadati swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Tapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha. He Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Advaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sargana Lalita Sri Kanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today we'll be discussing first canto, second chapter, and we have discussed till Sushrushadhanasya Vasudeva Katharuchi Syan Mahassevaya Viprah Punyatirtha Nishevanat. So this thing we discussed. So if you all remember what Sadhu Goswami is saying, just till now what he explained karma, gnana and bhakti, and among these three, bhakti is independent. It is not dependent on other things, and karma is the very lowest, and very lowest, that means practicing gnana, yoga and bhakti are superior to the performing karma. That he said, of course, this gnana and yoga also dependent on bhakti. And also this bhakti, what it is doing, so remembering of the Lord, it is like a sword. It can destroy the karma. That means grandhi means ahankara actually. That's a false ego. So that knot is becoming, nibandhanam means tightening. Karma grandhi nibandhanam. So grandhi nibandhanam means tightening of the knot. What is that knot? Ahankara. Ahankara is known as grandhi. So knot is becoming tight because of what? Because of the karma. So karma is the one which tightens the connection between the body and soul. As much as karma we do, our connection, that means will be tightly, that means Jivatma is tightly binded with the body. So the karma's role is this only. So karma means not just any activity. Karma means the one which gives the again and again body. That means it makes this soul to be binded with this material body. And that karma is cut by what? By the sword. What is that sword? Remembering of the Lord. Remembering of the Lord. So that by that you can easily cut that. So that's why who will not show the interest in chanting of the glories of the Lord? Because if you chant the glories of the Lord, so then what will happen? So you will be able to remember. So that's why Kona Kuryat, who will not show the interest in so Lord's names and in the service of the Lord. So Kona Kurya Chindanti Kona Kuryat Katharati. Who is not showing interest to hear this pastimes of the Lord? Everyone. Because by hearing the pastimes, you can remember, and by that you can easily cut this karma, which is nothing but the which makes the this Grandhi tighten. So like this, so one can should get the Shraddha towards the Bhakti. And how that Shraddha can be developed systematically. That means Katharati is the one. That means one should have this. So one should get this kind of Shraddha in the Bhakti. But how the sequence it happens? The sequence of the developing Shraddha is being explained. First of all, what? So accidentally we get the association of Mahan, Mahat means devotees. So by their causeless association, one get the opportunity to do their service, Mahat Seva. Okay. So by doing the Seva, then what will happen? Mahat Sevaya Vipraha Punyatirtha Nishevanat. When you associate sadhus, what is going to happen? And if you serve the sadhus, that means sadhu means what here? Like Shravana Gurus. Then what will happen? By serving the sadhus, you'll be getting Shraddha. Tas That means Shraddhadhanasya. Shraddha you'll be getting by hearing from the sadhus about the glories of the Lord. Then what you will do? Then you will select someone among those sadhus as the Guru. As Guru. So Punyatirtham. Punyatirtham means what we say, we saw. Punyatirtham Amarakosha is saying Punyatirtham means Guru. So when you so Punyatirtha Nishevanat. Nishevanam means service to the Guru. And that means Guru, what he will do? Once if you get the full Shraddha, Guru will be engaging you 24 hours doing in the bhajan. So that means before getting the Shraddha, Mahaseva is there. That is Adav. Adav means associating the sadhus. That is a Mahatseva. Associating and hearing from them. That is Adav. Then after that, Shraddha. Then after that, so Guru Pada Ashraya. That means among those sadhus, you will be accepting someone as your Bhajana Guru. So then you will be accepting him as Bhajana Guru and you will be following his instructions. Based upon his instructions, you will be doing what you are doing. You are doing the bhajan. So then what will happen? Then you will be getting the so Guru Pada Ashraya of that bhajan you will be doing. So by doing continuously bhajan, so that means keep on hearing the so pastimes of the Lord and glories of the Lord. What will happen? You'll be getting the Katha Vasudeva Katha Ruchi. So gradually you're developing the Ruchi. How one will be developing gradually Ruchi. Those stages are also being explained here. So now in this we have seen three things. Mahaseva, then after that Shraddha, then after that Guru Pada Ashraya. taking the shelter of Guru. So next, we'll be doing what we'll be doing. Shrunvatam swakatam Krishnaha punyashravana kirtanaha hrudyantasto hyabhadrani vidhunoti suhrutsatam. Read.
Sri Krishna, Sudhanshu. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma or super soul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you. Shrunvatam swakatam Krishnaha punyashravana kirtana hrudyantasto hyabhadrani suhrutsatam. It's quite easy. Simple explanation is given by our Acharya. Tatascha, then after that, after taking the shelter of the Guru, what is happening? We'll be doing so bhajana. So Guru Padashraya. After that, Guru will instruct you to associate the Sajatiya Bhakta. That means who are similar to similar goal they have in their life, like you are having. Same way, same kind of goal they are having. So that kind of sadhus only should associate. Adau, Shraddha, Gurupadashraya. Then after that, sadhu sangha means so sajati sadhu. एक ही goal है. एक ही goal माने so we there also worshippers of the Krishna and they are also belonging to yes Lord, the way you want to worship, so they are also worshipping like that only. So then you have to associate them. Then after that, bhajana-kriya. One should do the bhajan. So then when you do bhajan, bhajan means what? Shravanam kirtanam. Shrunvatam swakatam Krishnaha. That means here what? Shrunvatam. Shrunvatam is referring to Kramena Shravana Kirtane Ukte. It means one is doing the bhajan. That means Shravanam Kirtanam he is doing. Then after that, Tatascha. After that, what will happen? Shravanam Kirtanam. Then the Vishnu Smaranam. When good number of, that means good amount of purification of the heart happens, that means Tatascha Hrudi Yani Abhadrani Papani Tani Antastah San Vidinoti Smaranam Iti Smaranam. Shravanam Kirtanam, if you do, what will happen? So purification of the heart will happen. Lord is entering in the form of Bhava. Bhava Rupa means not that Bhava actually. Now in that dirty heart, Lord is not standing directly. That means like Krishna Bhavana Amritam we say, na? The conscious way. So that Bhava Rupena. So in the form of Bhava, he is entering in the heart, but he is not fully manifesting as it is. And he is clearing the heart. So that is indicating what? When the heart is being cleared and we are able to remember Krishna. That means we are able to remember Krishna. So cleaning in heart will lead to what? Remembering of the Krishna. Iti smaranam. That's why he said. So then what happens? System is like this. When you do start bhajan, what you should do first? Shravanam Kirtanam you should do. Chanting. Shravanam Kirtanam. One should. Bhajan process begins with this Shravanam Kirtanam actually. And then what will happen? then that is leading to cleaning of the heart. Vidunoti suhrusatam. Hrudyantasto hyabadrani. Hrudyantastaha means being situated in the heart. In what form? Is he situated in the direct Krishna? Holy name is situated in the directly in the form of, is manifesting directly in the form of Krishna? No. It is manifesting in the form of bhavana. So, bhavana padavim. Here you see, Jiva Goswami what he said. Kata dwara antastaha bhavana padavim gataha san hrudi abhadrani vasana. Bhavana padavim. He is catching the post of bhavana. Like Krishna bhavana amritam you say. That means Krishna bhavana. Bhavana means is a thought or vichara or is a thought or vichara. So he is taking that kind of position actually. Holy name is taking that kind of position. Not directly Krishna. Bhavana padavim gataha san. So being in that form, so what he is doing? He is cleaning the heart. Lord, when you hear, entering into the heart. So in the position of, in the form of bhavana. Bhavana is different from the that ruchi, the asakti bhava. That bhava is different actually. This is bhavana. Okay. So Krishna bhavana amrita. Okay. Being there in the heart, he is cleaning. Then once the heart is clean, that is leading to what? Smaranam. You are able to remember. That's why Smaranam comes after this Shravanam Kirtanam. Smaranam is not going to come immediately. You have a lot of unclear, so abhadras are there, anardhas are there, and you cannot try to remember the Krishna. That will be so making you to remember the abhadras, anardhas only you remember. Okay, this is the meaning of this sloka. Not having much thing. So the next. नष्टप्रायेष्व भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. Translation. Yes. Sumati Mata.
Hare Krishna. By regular attendance in classes on Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotees, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental song, is established as an irrevocable fact.
Yeah. There is no regular attendance in classes. Many are not attending. Previously, many students used to come in the beginning. Slowly it's reduced. Now we have only 28. That means I am there. If you remove me, then 27. Okay. So, next what? Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya. When you keep on hearing, that means doing the bhajan, then what will happen? Abhadras are being cleaned. Abhadras are being cleaned by the Lord. Then maximum nashta prayeshu, that means maximum amount of cleaning of another's happens. Then what will happen? Nishta will come. Nishta is going to come. That is the point he said here. So, Bhagavatanam, Vaishnavanam, Bhagavatasya, Shastrasya cha. That means here, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavata means what? Bhagavat means the person. Vaishnava also should take. Bhagavat means Shastra also should take. So by regularly serving the Vaishnavas and also studying the Bhagavatam. Studying Bhagavatam is not a mere mental speculation or otherwise. It is not the just a process of acquiring gnana. It is the purely the devotion. It's a direct devotion. You have seen Rupa Goswami is saying 64 limbs. Out of those, he is saying 5 are the very main. That means very important, must one should do. Among those 5, what is there? So, serving the Bhagavatam, studying the Bhagavatam is also one thing. It is a direct devotion. One should not develop this so much hatred of. So, someone is interested in studying the scriptures, especially Bhagavatam. You should not develop the hatred towards them. That is encouraged in the temples most of the times. Oh, these are all just simply guys studying. What is this nonsense? They should do the service. It's not nonsense actually. It is the sense actually. It's a real sense. But one should not just make a drama. That means on the name of studying Bhagavata should not eh, increase his belly, just eating and sleeping and not really studying because nobody is going to check. That is also not good. So, but that is the important thing, important anga of the bhakti. One should, yeah. So develop taste for the, so hearing about the Lord. That is nothing but so studying the Bhagavatam. So then what will happen? Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. By regularly, so hearing, that means by serving the Vaishnavas and by hearing the pastimes of the Lord, what will happen? Nashta prayeshu. That means anarthas are clean. It is already said. Prayeshu nashta means when almost all they are destroyed. Then what will happen? Praya means 90%. Most of the anarthas are being destroyed. Then what will happen? That means nama parada lakshanasya abhadrasya kaschana prabalo bhagaha kshinatvam gaschan ratiparyantopi bhavati iti bhavaha. Nishta is coming not due to the complete destruction of the anarthas. Nishta is coming only when there is a maximum purification. You should understand like this. 1 second. All the different stages, the 9 stages, or otherwise you can see here the 14 stages of the so bhakti process is being described here. That we are going to see now. That is already we started. Adav is over, Shraddha is over, Guru Padashraya. After that, Sadhu Sangha and bhajana-kriya is over. Nashta prayeshu. Anarthas are being destroyed mostly. Then what will happen? That means most of the anarthas are being destroyed. Then what will happen? Nityam bhagavata sevaya. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya. When it happens, that means before that you started already bhajana. That means before that what? Shrunvatam sokatam Krishna punya shravana kirtana. Hrudyantasto hyabhadrani vidinoti surusatam. Before this what we saw? So one is keep on doing what? Shravanam and kirtanam. By doing this, what will happen? Shravanam and kirtanam. Anarthas are started being cleaned. Anarthas are being cleaned by the Lord who is entering into the heart in the form of bhavana. Okay? So when those anarthas are mostly destroyed, that means mostly anarthas are being destroyed, then what will happen? Nityam bhagavata sevaya. Next step is Nityam bhagavata seva means steadiness is coming. When it happens, then you are able to do Nityam means continuously you are able to do the bhajan. Before this cleaning of most of the anarthas, you are not able to do this bhajana, Shravanam and Kirtanam steadily. Here there is no steadiness. But you have full endeavor. You want to do fully. Because since being anarthas are mostly not clean, so steadiness is not there. And this is known as anartha nivrutti. So when those are, this is bhajana, unsteadiness is there. This is the bhajana-kriya. Where steadiness is not there. Steadiness is not there. Okay. This is known as bhajana-kriya. In the bhajana-kriya, steadiness will not be there. But he wants to do. That's why Ganatarala, what is that? Utsahamayi Ganatarala. After that, Vishaya Sangara. Vishaya Sangara. Last one is Tarangalima. Niyama. Niyamakshama. So, in the Utsahamai, so when you left everything and you are so enthusiastic in doing the bhajan, yes, we will be doing the bhajan so enthusiastically initially. Like that you may getting feeling. So, but gradually when you are proceeding doing bhajan, so it's becoming quite difficult actually. Ghanatarala. That means sometimes you feel initially very much enthusiasm will be there. Then after that, Ghanatarala. Sometimes you do very enthusiastically, sometimes not able. Then next one is Niyama Kshama or the Vishaya Sangara. Third one is, what is that?
Vishaya Sangara.
Third one is
Vishaya Sangara.
The Vishaya Sangara. That means you will be fighting with the Vishayas. That means trying to control and do. So there is a fighting. So, but you will be defeated. That means sometimes, yeah, you want to do bhajan, but not able to do. That means Vishayas are overcoming you. Those are pulling. You will be defeated. Vishaya Sangara means you will be defeated by the material attractions. So that's why your bhajan will become unsteady there also. Then Niyama Kshama. Then what will you do? You will keep the Niyama. Yes, I will do this many rounds continuously, and then after that do this activity. Then after that like that Niyama you will make. That also. So you will make Niyama on next level. Then you will not able to follow that. Then after that, another next one is Tarangarangini. So when you doing that means some study, that means not study, that means a bhajan, keep on, then Tarangarangini means you'll be getting some good, that means some affects bhakti tanarthas, some kind of name, fame, so on. So because of those, your bhajan will become unsteady. Oh, people are so much appreciating, wow, nice bhajan he's doing. Oh, so effulgent. Oh, nice he's. Then you'll be carried away by those kind of byproducts of the bhakti. That is a tarangarangini. That means in the waves of the ocean, if you are sitting on the waves, you'll be carried out from the inside of the ocean to the bank outside. So similarly, you'll be out, you'll be kicked out from the bhakti by those waves. So that is also happening. Like this, different, that means, so stages are there in the bhajana-kriya. There you can see, so there is no steadiness, unsteadiness will be seen. Then after that, what you have to do? So but still you should continue because you have already Shraddha. So Shraddha is there, then you'll be continuing. Then when the maximum number of nashta prayeshu means maximum number of anarthas are, most of the anarthas are being destroyed. Like you see, there is a cloth is there. On that cloth, there are the marks will be there, dark marks. Like this, like this, like this. In the heart also, there are the deep, deep marks are there. That means deep, deep anarthas are there. So maximum, that means when you put a surf on this, a soap on this, and if you keep on rubbing, washing, then what will happen? So these dark, the marks, whatever are there, those will be very much gone. That means, but still something is there. So most of the things is, most of the these dark spots are clean. So, but something is there. That is nothing but nashta prayash means. So what is said? Nashta prayash means nama parada lakshanasya abhadrasya. So especially all the four anarthas are there, you might be knowing. So what are those? So sukrutotanarthaha, dushkrutotanarthaha, bhaktyutanarthaha, and aparadottanarthaha. So maximum cleaning means almost all the three are over, but one anartha will be is there after anartha nivritti also. What is that? That nama aparada, aparadotta anartha is still is there, but that is loosened. That means that became light. That is mostly clean, but not fully clean. So then what will happen? One is able to, that kind of cleaning happens, then one is able to do the steady nityam bhagavata sevaya. That means this is indicating the steadiness in the bhakti. Steadiness in bhakti. This is known as steadiness in bhakti. This is known as nishtha. This steadiness means most of the anarthas are gone, not the fully gone. That means it is indicating that this most of the anarthas means out of four, three are over, but the fourth one, aparadhat anartha, that is not fully over. Fully, it's not clean. So then when it is clean, this will be there till the rati. Till rati it will be there. That means till bhava. Rati means bhava. We'll see. That means here steadiness state to achieve, there is not necessary of cleaning of all the anarthas. Only praya is said. Most are clean. Okay. Kaschana prabala bhagaha kshinatvam. Mane, so there are so many nama aparadas are there, nama aparada. So prabala, that means the most part of that nama aparada is clean. Clean means almost all it's over. Like how if you keep on cleaning the cloth which is having the yellow marks, the haldi marks, so then that will be, by cleaning it will become light but not completely going at a time. Similarly, when you do bhajan in the heart, nama aparada is not finished like that fat. No, it will be becoming the, that means light. Then what? Nishtha. So Naistiki, that means she will get in the steadiness. That is nothing but the Nishtha. So Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. So Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. That means Nishtha is getting. So Nishtha is coming after this. Maximum number of anudas are over. That means Chitta Ekagram. Then he will not sleep while doing the japa. Those are the different symptoms are there for the Nishtha. One is one should not feel sleep in doing bhajan. If you are feeling sleep means you are not in the Nishtha, definitely. Anyway, we are not in Shraddha also. Really, truly, frankly speaking. We need to develop such a bhajan. Bhakti is not so easy, also not so difficult. Next sloka. Any question here? No question. Acha?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Okay. Boliye, Prabhu.
Sorry, question from new student, Prabhu. That this Visaya Sangraha, Niyama Kshama, Tarang Rangani, all these from Nectar of Devotion classes. You are new.
These are all from the Madhuri Kadambini.
Okay. Okay, Prabhu. This okay.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Mahabhava Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, if someone while chanting is not sleeping, but during reading time some drowsiness comes, so what we have to judge about this?
Actually, Prabhu, that is very, Nishtha is a very elevated stage. So, once getting fully 24 hours endeavoring to do bhajan, that is there. If that is not at all there, forget about the thinking about anything, any stage later one. Because beginning is not there, then how can you think about the later one? Okay. There is no marriage, but how can you think about the getting children? Marriage itself is not happened. Can you think about the having children?
No, Prabhu.
Like that.
Okay, Prabhu.
Archana Bhakti Mata.
Prabhuji, one more stage, Vyuda Vikalpa is there in that Anishtita.
Yes. Thank you, Mother. Next, Radhika Mother.
Prabhuji, these things that unsteady bhajana-kriya is also seen even before the Shraddha, isn't it? That sequence is also seen even before we get the full Shraddha, isn't it, Prabhuji? To some extent, we can understand, that we also...
Yeah, so that is not Suddha Bhajan, actually.
Yes, I understand that. It's before the pure
Suddha
devotion.
Sadhana Bhakti. But we have there Bahusakaha Anantascha, because along with the Bhakti, we are doing the karma also. We should do karma there before Shraddha.
Yes.
So then when you do karma, so your concentration is divided into many things. I should do this, I should go for my work, I should earn this, and then I will give to this, and then I will purchase that, and then I will do that. This is also there, actually. Then maybe we do some bhajan, but fully at that time, consciousness is distributed to many things. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Because karma is there.
Sure. Prabhuji, another question is Smaran. When can we see the Smaran happening? At what stage in the Bhakti ladder can we see the Smaran? I know it's very difficult, but I wanted to understand.
Smaran will come after the So good amount of purification. That the benchmark is, so just in the Sandarbhas it is said that when there is it's automatically comes. When there is a good amount of purification of the heart happens, Smaran will come automatically. It's not an enforced thing actually. Because we started bhajana-kriya and started hearing and chanting. So at that time, it's difficult to remember. So then later stage actually, Smaran will come actually automatically. That it comes, mother. It's no need to. In everyone's case, it happens. Most of the times, he is able to remember the Krishna. But keep on increasing as much as heart is being cleaned. So one will be progressing in the Smaran.
Okay, Prabhuji.
But before that, we should engage ourselves in the Shravanam and Kirtanam with the injunctions of the Shastra. And the strength of the injunctions of the Shastra only we should engage. That is nothing but known as Shraddha. That's why the sadhana to do Shraddha. That's a force. You need to get the force of the scriptures. Then after that, okay. Rajastamo bhavaha kama lobhadayascha chetayetayanaviddam sthitam sattve prasida. What it means? Rajastamo bhavaha. Rajas and tamas are the ingredients actually. By these two, Rajas and Tamas, different bhavas are generated actually. Bhava means utpatti. That means the one which is produced from the Rajas and Tamas. What are those? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, and so and so. Rajastamo bhavaha means those which are produced from Rajoguna and Tamoguna. That means Vikshepalayadaya. Those will, what it will do? It will deviate you. It will deviate you from from your focus. You want to focus yourself on the doing bhajan. But these things which are produced from the Rajas and Tamas, what are those? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, so Moha, Mada. That means here Kama, Lobha is said from the Chakara. That means Kama, Lobha, Dayascha, Chakara, you should also consider Krodha, Moha, Matsarya, and so on. So that means Adi Shabda is also Kama, Lobha, Dayaha, Adayaha. Adi word is there now. So in that sloka, Kama, Lobha, Dayaha, Adayaha. So Adi Shabda is indicating what? So Krodha, Moha, and Matsaryam, and so on. So by all these, what will happen? So our heart will be getting the vikruti. That means is agitated. Our mind is agitated by this. It's like this. You can see like this. What it happens? Heart will be getting the agitated actually. Cheta etai anaviddam. Viddam means heart is pierced. Heart is pierced or agitated. Viddam. Viddam means agitated. So heart is agitated by what? By the things. That means by the kama, lobha, Adaya means you should take Krodha also. Krodha and Moha and so and so. Matsaryam and so and so. All these what they do? They agitate the heart. Kama lobhadayaha. Chetaha means heart or mind you can take. Our heart is agitated. But we want to, our heart, our mind, we want to fix on what? On bhajan. But when these are all produced from the rajas and tamas. When we are coming in the association of rajas and tamas, that means you might be seeing the beautiful things, you might be eating this such a food or different things. So all these what will they? This kind of associating of rajas and tamas in the name of food, in the name of seeing, and in the name of hearing, in the name of so and so, these bhavas are produced, and that what they will do? They will agitate the heart. That will be agitate the heart means that will not allow, these bhavas are not going to, these things are not going to allow you to fix on your thing, on your bhajan. So that's why one should be in the, actually as a beginner, as a practitioner, beginner, he should not be allowing himself to be in the especially in the association of passion and ignorance. That's what Prabhupada says. So if any sadhaka really wants to achieve his goal, he should not associate with the rajas and tamas, cities and this modern technology and these people. It's completely, those are all manifestation of rajas and tamas. Being coming in association of those people or that kind of climate and that kind of thing, is this kama krodha are produced, and those will be agitating the heart. What is happening here? Tada rajastamo bhavaha kamalobhadayascha ye chetayai anaviddham. So these, when who is already in the nishtha stage, that means he's steady in his bhajan, these kind of bhavas are not having the ability to agitate the heart. That's the point he said. When you reach the nishtha, at that time, the influence of rajas and tamas, the products which are coming from the rajas and tamas, those will not agitate you. Before that, you will be agitated actually. You cannot simply say that I can do bhajan anywhere, any place. I can select and I can do. No, it's not so easy actually. So that's why a favorable environment is important. Janasangascha laulyamcha shadbir bhaktir vinashyati. So by that kind of association, so bhakti will be affected actually. Bhajan will be stopped. So now, after nishtha, what happens? These bhavas, avikrutam, that means by these bhavas, anavidya means avikrutam, that means heart is not being agitated. That means he will not get if our heart is agitated by the kama, then you will be interested in that object. You might be seeing a beautiful girl, and now kama is produced in the heart, and that kama is able to agitate your heart, then one will be hankering for her, or girl, or boy, or whatever. Or you might be seeing the wealth, lot of gold is there, that gold showroom you went. And by seeing that gold, so nice car showroom is there, nice cars are there. So by associating that kind of environment, immediately what will happen? That means rajoguna, that is, you are associating with the rajoguna, gold and so and so. So manifestation of rajoguna. So immediately kama is produced. And if heart is agitated, then you will be so victimized by this lust actually. Then you'll be running behind these objects. It will happen. So, but when you did sufficient bhajan, so that means reached the nishtha stage, then your heart is even this kama, you are associating these kind of things. So, but you will not be agitated because anartha nivritti happened. Sukrutota, dushkrutota, anartha is happened means the major taste for these things is already out. So that's why in the nishtha stage, further what will happen by continuous bhajan doing, So the bhavas which are the things which are coming from the kama and rajas and tamas, that is kama and krodha, those are not able to agitate the heart, and one is not able to getting the taste for getting these sense objects. Sense objects, not able to get the agitations from this, not able to get the taste for these sense objects. But there is no sufficient clearance of the anarthas. One will be immediately affected by this karma and he will be hankering for these sense objects. Then there is no taste for these things, then what will happen? So Vishayeshu Aruchya Shravana Kirtanadishu Swadutva Bhana Lakshana Ruchir Bhavati. That means this is indicating what? He is not getting any taste for the material objects, means he is getting the taste for the what? For the Shravanam and Kirtanam. Getting the taste for Shravanam and Kirtanam. Then that means is nothing but what? Ruchi. Ruchi is the next stage. Whatever Rupa Goswami gave these all, that's the 9 stages of the devotional service, is spoken by the previous acharyas, like Suta Goswami also. Not it's a new concept. Ruchi is coming. Tada rajastamo bhavaha kamalobhadayascha ye cheta etaihi anaviddam. Cheta means heart. Anaviddam means not agitated by all these. That means he doesn't get any taste for any material objects, sense objects. That means he's getting the taste. That means after the steady bhajan, one will be getting the taste. Ruchi. Is it clear? Okay, next. That means what? Before the Ruchi stage, Tena Purva Dashayam Kamalobhadyehi Tikshana Sharayitaihi Aviddam Chetaha Katam Prasidatu Katam Va Kirtanade Samyak Aswadam Labatam Nahi Veta Jarjiratasya Annadikam Samyak Rochate Iti Bhavaha. So what it means? That means before the Ruchi stage, that means before reaching to the stage of the Ruchi, that means where these Kama, Krodha and so are not agitating the heart and not influencing the heart, and so that hankering is not there for the sense objects, Ruchi is not there, sense objects. So before to that, what happened? We are being affected by that means in the stage of Nishtha and so, we are being affected by these Kama and Krodha. That means Purva Dashaya means before the Ruchi stage. That means our heart is pierced. That means Kama and Krodha, these are all like arrows. Those arrows are coming and shooted in the heart. Then what will happen? Then heart is being agitated by that, by those. Then can you expect any taste of the holy name? That means Ruchi in the holy name, Ruchi in the Shravanam Kirtanam. You cannot expect. Samyak Asa, that means you cannot expect the proper relishment of the Shravanam and Kirtanam. That means before to Ruchi, there is no proper relishment of the Kirtanam and Shravanam. Proper relishing of Shravanam and Kirtanam and so on. Proper is not there. Something is there, but not proper. Samyak Aswad means proper relishing of Shravanam Kirtanam is not there. Nahi Vyatha Jarjaritasya Annadikam Samyak Rochate Iti Bhavaha. What it means? So someone is having a lot of pain. Maybe he got accident or otherwise he got something. There's a severe pain in the stomach or severe pain in the body. Then at that time, if you ask him, if you ask him to relish some nice food you give, can he relish that? Another side, so too heavy pain, and at that time, if you give the nice food to him to relish, can he do that? He cannot relish that. Vyatha jarjaritasya annadikam swad samyak rochate na rochate iti bhavaha. Na rochate iti bhavaha. That means when our heart is being pierced by the arrows of the lust and so and so, that means because of that, there is a lot of pain in the heart. You will be hankering for that sense objects. At that time, if you are asked to relish the holy name, if you are asked to relish the Shravanam and Kirtanam, it is not going to happen actually. One is not able to relish properly. Like someone is having a lot of pain, so he might be getting some taste, but a nice relishment is not going to happen. So that's the point. Tatascha sattve shuddha sattva-murtau bhagavati stitam asaktam. Next what? Chetayate ranavidam stitam sattve prasidati. Then stitam sattve prasidati. Stitam sattve means what? Stitam sattve means, next thing, what it means. So stitam sattve means shuddha sattva murtau bhagavati. Stitam means asaktam, being situated in the Lord. That means it is indicating what? Asakti. Sorry. Stitam sattve. Sattva means in the Lord. Stitam means situated. Means that is saying that he is saying it is as asakti. Any question? Mataji, you are raising the hand.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So my question is with regards to this Rajas and Tamas. So you're saying that till maybe Ruchi, we are going to have this Rajas and Tamas. I mean,
you're not going. It is there always. It is there everywhere and always.
But the extent to which Rajas and Tamas is there is reduced at the stage of Ruchi.
Tamas and Rajas are not reduced. It is there always in the nature. Tamas and Rajas are the cause to produce the Kama, Krodha, Lobha and so on. You understand the sequence. Tamas and Rajas are not doing anything, but they are producing what? Kama, Krodha. Kama, Krodha. That means Kama Esha, Krodha Esha, Rajoguna Samudbhava. In this nature all the time. So in some places Rajoguna is excessive and some places Rajoguna is light. Example, so like the cities, clubs, pubs are the excessive Tamoguna is there. And that's a big shopping malls, these are all the filled with the Rajoguna. So that means in this material nature, everything is a manifestation of out of the modes. Like if you see the villages, these are all is like the symbol, like forest. Is in the 11th canto also you can see. It is a manifestation, primarily predominant guna, what is there? Is a sattva guna is there. Okay? So this nature is made up of three modes, where some mode is more prominent and others are very less. So when you are coming into that modes, association of that modes, then what will happen? That is going to kama lobhadaya. Rajas tamo bhavaha. Rajas and tamas are producing what? Kama, krodha, lobha. Okay? Those are produced and those are what they are doing? They are agitating the heart. So this agitation of the heart is there in the stage of, so that means before the ruchi. Heart will be affected by this. And that means these are like arrows and they are arrows and they are piercing the heart. Because of this, what will happen? There is a pain, hankering for that material objects. In that situation, how one can relish the the properly one can relish the Shravanam and Kirtanam, like that he's saying. You understood?
Yes, Prabhuji. I now got it. It's not that that person possesses Rajas and Tamas. It's when he comes in under the influence of Rajas and Tamas, then at that time his heart is pierced, and then he gets affected by it. The Kama Loka
Yeah.
Madam, actually. Okay.
Yes.
But how about the person's constitution, Prabhuji? I mean, you didn't talk about that. How about the person's constitution of the moods in Nishtha or Ruchi for that matter?
Constitution of the mode, there is no modes in the Jivatma.
In the
There are no
conditioned soul, I
modes.
mean, in the conditioned
There are no
stage.
modes. And so by doing the bhajan, so the influence of the modes on the heart will be less. Keep on reduced. That means heart will be transformed into the pure goodness. There's a Suddha Sattva. So you have to see like this. The influence, how it is. How one is influenced.
Okay.
So that you should understand.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Induleka Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu Dandakrana. Prabhu, you said by slowly developing to the Nishtha stage, the byproducts of Rajo Tamo Gunas cannot agitate the heart. At that time, then you said
they are not byproducts, these are products of the Rajas and Tamas.
Okay. And
byproducts
now,
means secondary. Something is primary. Yeah.
And when you said when one is having severe pain and they cannot release the food which is offered.
Yes.
Like this now, when reaching that stage, now these like Rajotama Guna means they are not having any hankering for the material objects, such things. Now still how this deeply they are affected by these other things, Prabhu. Then means they will be slowly getting cleared from all these not getting attached to these sense objects or not hankering. How can deeply they have all these feelings again?
I didn't get actually. No.
No, Prabhu.
You
no,
should
Prabhu.
explain clearly.
Yes, Prabhu. Once again, I will tell. One is reaching to the Nishtha stage. That time they are not attached or hankering for the material objects, sensual objects.
No. When they get in the Nishtha, they will be doing the steady bhajan. By that, they will be reaching the stage of Ruchi. So, in the stage of Ruchi, the influence of the products which are coming from the Rajas and Tamas are not having their influence. The products of the Rajas and Tamas are not showing their influence on the heart. So at that time, that means there is no material hankering for the material objects. That means he'll be properly relishing the that's Kirtanam and Shravanam, past tense of the Lord. So what is your question?
Prabhu, that time you said like when in deep pain, they cannot relish the food.
Before the Ruchi, they cannot relish.
Okay.
Purvadasha.
Prabhu, can you share that notes, Prabhu, like diagram you have shown?
Okay, 1 second. So what is your question? Tell me.
Here, Prabhu. Proper relishing of Shravanam Kirtanam before reaching this Ruchi. If one is not steady, there you were telling one point, Prabhu. There I got a doubt and I think I missed it.
Proper relishing of Shravanam Kirtanam is not there.
No, so, Prabhu. Before reaching the Ruchi stage, there.
Is not there.
Again, you have marked upwards. Steadiness is not there. At that time, you were telling something. I would have noted it. There, I think I missed.
What is that?
I'm not remembering, Prabhu. Somewhere.
Okay, you remember. You go back to the video and see there, and you can be finding, and then ask.
Sure, Prabhu. Sure.
Okay. Parasuram Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhu, this Shuddha Sattva stage will be achieved at the juncture
Okay,
of
Siddha Sattva you want, it is coming, it is coming. Till now it didn't come. It's slowly coming. Slowly it will come. Okay. It's coming, Prabhu. Next sloka it is there.
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay, let us continue our things. So now we reach the Asakti stage. Everyone. In discussion we reach, not the really. We need time. Okay, next. Evam prasanna manaso bhagavat-bhakti yogataha bhagavat-tattva vignanam mukta sangasya jayate. Translation.
Thus established in the mode of unalloyed goodness, the man whose mind has been enlivened by contact with devotional service to the Lord gains positive scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead in the stage of liberation from all material association.
Yeah. Thus established in the mode of unalloyed goodness. That means evam prasanna manasaha bhagavat-bhakti yogataha bhagavat-tattva vignanam mukta sangasya jayate. Here, bhava, asakti is already over. Na? Bhava, prema, and bhagavat-prapti, bhagavat-sakshatkara. All three are explained. One shot, we are reaching to the bhagavat-prapti. Yes. You see how it is explained? Evam prasanna manasa. That means he is being situated in the Sattve sthitam means always situated in the Lord. That means Lord's past tense in the Asakti stage. If you want to know more and more symptoms of the each stage, you refer the Madhurya Kadambini. Okay, they're very detailedly explained the symptoms. Now, evam means anena prakarena asakti purvakam. That means evam prasanna manas. Evam means is prakar, in this way. What that way? Being attached to. Asakti means attachment. Being attached to hearing and chanting. So then what? Keep on doing that. With attachment, doing. Evam means the following way. What is that way? So being attached to hearing and chanting. So if you keep on doing that, so with attachment doing this Shravanam and Kirtanam, then what will happen? Pratikshanam, that means every minute, Bhagavata Krishnasya bhajanam kurvataha. That means with full attachment, if you do every minute the Lord's bhajan, Krishnasya bhajanam kurvataha, what will happen? Prasanna manasaha. That means that prasanna manasaha means is equal to what? Utpanna ratehe. That indicates the rati. Here the word prasanna manasaha is indicating what? Rati. Prasanna manasaha. Achha. Asakti means what? Sattve sthitam. Okay. How the asakti word came? Sattve sthitam. Rati, how it came? Cheta etai anaviddam. That means one's heart is not agitated by kama and krodha. That means he is not having any ruchi for the sense objects. That means what is indicating the rati? Which word is indicating? Then the sloka, which word is indicating the rati? Etaihi. Etaihi means by these. What are those? Kama and krodha. Anaviddam. Chetaha. Chetaha. Anaviddam means not hesitated.
Prabhuji, this is ruchi, right? Not rati, it is ruchi, no? Chetayati.
Ruchi Mataji. Oh, acha, we in the previous diagram we okay, very good. Thank you. I wrote previously and before itself it is written. Okay. Very good. I read Nishta and then Ruchi in between. Ruchi Asakti I was on right, but I forgot. Okay, no problem. This is Ruchi. Make the big arrow then. Okay. So Cheta Etaihi. Etaihi means by these. Cheta means heart or mind. Anavidya means not pierced. That means this is indicating no taste for the material objects. Means they either Maya or the Yoga Maya or Mahamaya. If you are not liking the Mahamaya means, then you are liking the Yoga Maya. That means bhajana you are liking. That's obvious. Without enjoyment, Jivatma cannot stay actually. It's impossible for the Jivatma. It dwell at least somewhere. So Ruchi, okay. And Naistiki, word is indicating Nishta. Next, Prayaha, Nashta Prayeshu. Nashta Prayeshu is indicating what? Nashta Prayesh is indicating Anartha Nivrutti. That means Nashta means destruction. Praya means almost. Destruction of what? Destruction of Anarthas. So that's why it is known as Anartha Nivrutti. Shrunvatam Sukatam Krishnaha. That is, Shrunvatam is indicating what? Bhajan. Shrunvatam word. This is Shrunvatam. Before that, so what we have seen in the Sushusho Shraddhadanasya, in the Sloka Sushusho Shraddhadanasya you have seen. So Mahaseva means Adav, that means associating the sadhus, then getting the Shraddha, then after that Gurupada Ashraya. Punyatirtha means Gurupada Ashraya. Okay. Then Guru is indicating you. So Gurupada Ashraya is automatically indicating what? Associating the sadhus, next association, that is a sadhu sangha. And doing the bhajan. Okay. Till here we reached. We discussed these things. Now what is else is there? Now asakti. That means evam means being. That means attached to Shravanam and Kirtanam. So then if you do those, then what will happen? Prasanna manasaha. That means heart will be pleased. That is nothing but rati. How can you say this prasanna manasaha is rati? So you are selecting the words for anything like that. No, he is very explaining. Naistiki means nishta. That means cheta etai hanaviddam means ruchi. Is a very technical, very properly, very logical he is explaining. And that means Titam Satya means being attached. When you attach, then only you will be situated in the Lord. So that's why situated in the Lord is indicating the asakti. Next what? Prasanna manasaha is indicating rati or bhava. How it is indicating rati or bhava? So see, ratya vina sarvadha vishaya samsar vishayasya asanspasya anutpattehe tena vinacha manaha prasid abhavat. How can you say prasanna manasaha is indicating rati? This is the question. How? See, the point is without rati. Logically, you should go. bullet point. Without rati, rati means bhava. Second one, sir. Without rati, what is the science, the technical thing? Vishaya sansparsha sya anutpatte. Without rati, all kinds of non-touching of sense objects. Without rati, all kinds of non-touching of sense objects. That means touching of sense objects means various ways of relishing the sense objects. So that all the ways of enjoying the sense objects. Touching means enjoying. All the kinds of enjoying of sense objects. So is or are not achieved. That means without rati, all varieties of enjoying of the sense objects are not achieved. Without rati, so not enjoying of all kinds of sense objects are not achieved. Is clear? थोड़ा सा संस्कृत में ऐसे रहता है, लिटरली ट्रांसलेट करेंगे तो माने इसका अर्थ है कहने की तात्पर्य विदाउट रति के बिना, विदाउट रति all varieties of not enjoying sense objects are not achieved. This is a fact actually. When you get rati only, then so total different ways of enjoying the sense objects will be stopped. And next what? Tena vina. So cha manah. Tena vina cha manah prasada asambhavat. That means Vishaya samsparsha, Vishaya asamsparsha vina. That means without stopping of relishing sense objects prasanna manasa means pleasing of heart, is not possible. Hot is not possible. So that's why ultimately what heart is pleased means there is a stop of releasing the sense objects. That means there is a presence of rati. There is a presence of rati. So that's why pleasing of heart. Prasanna manasa means pleased heart. So pleased heart is indicating rati. How? Pleasing of heart is not possible without stopping the releasing of sense objects. So releasing of the sense objects, all varieties of releasing of sense objects will be stopped when there is a without rati. That means there is a stopping of releasing the sense objects is there means there is a rati. Is it clear? Who will explain this? Raise the hand. Is it sitting? Radhika Mataji.
Prabhuji, what do you want to explain? Like the rati part? So
how can you say prasanna manasaha? That means pleased heart indicates the rati. Establish this.
So what you told was without rati, all the varieties of non-touching of the sense objects are not achieved. Meaning with rati, what happens is the total ways of enjoying the sense objects will be stopped. You will no more start to respond to the sense objects. And when you don't respond to the sense objects, what happens is the heart becomes automatically pleased by listening to Krishna Katha, because there is nothing else. Because you said the enjoyment, the Jivatma has to have some form of enjoyment. It has to be either Yogamaya or Mahamaya. Now, this person doesn't have enjoyment with Mahamaya. So the only enjoyment he has is Yogamaya. So his heart will be automatically pleased. Prabhuji, my question, I just have one question.
Wait. So you told okay, but I want to hear even more clearly. More clearly means sharply it should come actually. Okay, Mata, you try. Archana Bhakti Mata, we'll see how the students understood.
Right.
How to check.
So we said that Prasanna.
What is the statement? So how to establish pleased heart indicates rati. So that is the achievement we should do.
Yeah.
So then go step by step.
Yeah. How can you say prasanna manasa is rati? How can you say that pleasing the heart means rati? So first point is unless there is rati, there cannot be complete stoppage of all types of sense enjoyment.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless there is rati, there is no complete stoppage of all types of sense enjoyment.
Okay.
That means when all types of sense enjoyment is not there.
No, that is not the meaning. You should give one more statement.
Acha, 1 second. When you get rati, only total ways of sense enjoyment will be stopped. We said that.
You should take the negative statement. Negative statement, negative
without,
saying things.
Without stopping.
That is only established. Yeah.
Without stopping of relishing sense objects.
Without rati,
is not possible.
Without rati, there is no possibility of stopping all the varieties of the sense enjoyment. Okay. And without stopping all the kinds of the sense enjoyment, pleasing of heart is not possible.
Correct.
Now, after saying these two statements, you should go back now. That means now what is the given thing to you? Pleasing of heart is there. Means rati. What is there? So the stopping of all the sense enjoyments, all the varieties of sense enjoyment is there. That means that is there means
Rati is there.
Rati is there.
Yeah. Negative
It's
of
a
negative.
way, that logical structure should not break.
Yes, Prabhu. So the sequence is negative of negative equals positive, right?
No, negative of negative, that means it's avyabhicharata is there. That means Rati is there means, so that means if there is no Rati and there is no,
Stopping
if you
off.
say Rati, direct statement you should not take. So if there is no Rati, then there is no possibility of stopping
Sense enjoyment.
all the types of sense enjoyment. That means it's a avyabhicharata. Tight relationship is there between the Rati and stopping of all the varieties of sense enjoyment. Tight relationship is there. Like that means like the smoke is there means there is a fire. But fire is there means it's not necessary that there is a smoke.
Right.
Your understanding. So if there is a smoke, definitely there is a fire. That means smoke comes from the fire only. Without fire, there is no smoke. Now smoke is there means there is fire. But fire is there means it's not necessary that there is a smoke.
Yes.
Okay, you are getting this is that's why actually Shat Darshanas are very important. If you learn the logic, that's Nyaya, that's how the Hanumana Kanda works, then that will help to understand the things. So the logical structure this is. So here the point is there is a avyabhicharata, that means a relationship is there between the, that means like the smoke always follows the fire, but fire never follows the smoke. If fire is there means you cannot say that there is a smoke, because example you can take the gas stove, there is a smoke is there. Is it necessary to say that there is a stove is there is fire is there? Is it necessary to have the smoke?
No.
Not necessary. That means fire is not following the smoke, but smoke always follows the fire. So that means here who is following whom? So stopping of, that means Rati, without Rati, so there is no stopping of all kinds of sense enjoyment. Means that means if there is no fire, then there is no smoke. That means here all the stopping of all the kinds of sense enjoyments is always tightly following with what? Rati. That means following of all the kinds of stopping of all the kinds of sense enjoyment is there means is must and should there is Rati. So one more thing is what? So one more thing. So stopping of all the kinds of sense enjoyment, without the stopping of all the kinds of sense enjoyment, there is no possibility of pleased heart. That means pleased heart is tightly following whom? So stopping of all the sense enjoyments. So pleasing of heart is there means what? So all stopping of all the kinds of sense enjoyments is there. So stopping of all the sense enjoyment is there means what?
Rati.
There is a Rati.
Yes.
That is the structure you should follow.
Yes, sir.
You cannot say in another way. If you say another way, then they break. It will not be going to establish there is a Rati. Okay. Radhika Mataji, you understood?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, I understood.
You explain now one time.
Avyabhicharita principle, isn't it, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Okay.
The relationship is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first, what we are establishing is without Rati, all varieties of stopping of sense objects are not achieved. That means pleasing of heart is not there. Now, pleasing of heart is not there because the stopping of sense objects is not achieved without Rati.
See, you are still not following the system. Okay, you go on here once again. So, who wants to try? Sudhanshu Prabhu, you try.
If there is no Rati, there is no possibility of stopping of enjoying of sense object, because a person cannot live without enjoyment.
Yeah.
Second statement is without stopping this releasing of sense enjoyment, there is no possibility of being pleasing of heart. Heart cannot be pleased without stopping sense object. Since statement is heart is already pleased, prasanna manasa, it means if we go negative way, there should be rati, then only if it is prasanna manasa, it means since this sense object releasing is already stopped, then again give a reverse, it means there is rati.
Okay. You are all I understood actually. Some struggle is there actually still.
Prabhuji, can I try one more time, please?
Okay, try.
Okay.
Already time is over, so if anyone wants to leave, they can leave.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the statement that we want to establish is pleasing of the heart means it is rati. So the first statement is without rati, there is no possibility of stopping of all varieties of sense enjoyment.
Like example is, if without fire, there is no smoke. That means smoke is always following the fire.
Yes.
That means without smoke, wherever there is, without fire, is there any possibility of having the smoke?
No.
No, no. That means without fire, there is no smoke, means smoke is always following the tightly with the fire.
Yes.
So wherever there is a fire, so that means you can easily say that definitely smoke is available.
Yes.
Yeah. So because smoke is never come without fire actually. So that means saying of without rati, there is no so there is no stopping of all the types of the sense enjoyment. Yes. So that means all the types of sense enjoyment is there, means obviously what is there? Rati is there, is the understandable thing from this. From this statement, what is understandable? So if someone's case, stopping of all the varieties of the sense enjoyment is there, means he is having the rati.
Yes.
So, but this is not only sufficient to establish rati. Vevana prasanna manasa is indicating the rati to establish. So this is not sufficient. You have to take one more thing. What is that next statement?
That without stoppage of all varieties of sense enjoyment, there is no possibility of pleasing the heart.
There is no possibility. It is not possible. You cannot see that it's a pleased heart. Yes. That means if you have something material enjoyment is there, means heart will not be pleased. Hankering will be there for the material objects.
Yes.
Then there is no pleasing. That means, so without pleasing, without stopping of all the kinds of the sense enjoyment, there is no possibility of pleased heart. That kind of state cannot be achieved. Now, the point is, so now you have to, these two statements you gave based upon this, that means what is the second statement is saying? If pleased heart is there, means obviously it is indicating there is the stopping of all the varieties of sense enjoyment.
Yeah.
So now given statement is what? Evam prasanna manasa. That means pleased heart is indicating rati. That means pleased heart is there. That means it means what? Stopping of all the varieties of sense enjoyment is there. That means what? Rati. So if it is there, means that is there, means rati is there.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So that's the thing. Now I'm not going to ask further. Just Acha, we stopped class. Okay. This I will do. Little bit is there because others may be leaving. Left. How many are there? 4 members already left. 2 lines are there. What I do? 2 more lines. Tatascha Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prema. Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga is indicating what? Bhakti means prema. You should understand this. The bhakti, that means also you can see in the many other places also. So satam prasangad mama virya samvido bhavanti utkarna rasayanaha tad joshanad ashu apavarga vartmani shraddha ratir bhaktir anukramishati. Bhakti means prema. It is a very known fact. Okay. Bhagavat Bhakti Yoga is indicating what? Prema. Then Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam. Vijnanam means experience. That means Bhagavad Sakshatkara is happening. So in our diagram, if you see, next is Rati. After Rati, Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga is indicating Prema. Next what? Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam. Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam means he is getting the experienced knowledge about. Vijnana means experienced knowledge about the Bhagavat Tattva means the sweet form of the Lord. So how Lord looks, how his eyes looks, how his face looks, so that he is not just hearing from the Shastra, but he is experiencing and getting that knowledge. So bhagavat-prapti. Next one is what? Bhagavat-prapti is indicated by what? Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam. Okay. Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam. Vijnanam means Anubhava iti anusamyitam bhakteha phalam. That means Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojit Janyatyashu Vairagyam Gnanam cha Yadhaitukam. In that sloka, Gnanam cha Yadhaitukam Gnanam. Gnanam means what we understood? The knowledge about the sweet form of the Lord. So when you will get that, when you experience, when you see the Lord in the heart, or otherwise when you see Lord directly, how you are seeing me, so like that when you see directly Lord, then you will be getting, and when you embrace him, when you kiss him, he is going to kiss you, and he is going to, then you will be getting the taste of his Adaramritam. And when you will be speaking in your ears, then you will be hearing his sweet voice. So this is what? At that time you are getting the experienced knowledge that is indicated by the Gnanam. In the Gnanam Chadahaitukam, that Gnanam is indicating that knowledge. So here also, Bhagavat Tattva Gnanam is indicating that knowledge. So that is nothing but that kind of knowledge is there means that is indicating bhagavat-prapti. Without bhagavat-prapti, how we can get this kind of knowledge? That means if knowledge is there means bhagavat-prapti is there, which is the byproduct. Anusamyita means the byproduct. And that means our attached product. When you do bhakti, automatically this kind of experience of in the Lord is coming. It's an associated product. Janetyasu vairagyam cha gnanam cha yadhaitukam iti yat purvam uktam tadeva idar gneyam. Here Bhagavatattva Vijnanam is equal to, in the previous sloka, Janetyasu vairagyam gnanam cha. That gnanam and here Bhagavatattva Vijnanam are same. Okay, Gneyam Mukta Sangasya Utpanna Vairagyasya. That means such a person so doesn't have any attachment, that means fully detached for all the material things. Mukta Vairagyasya. So how many stages are there? So now these are all indicating Vidyate Hriday Grandhi. It's next sloka anyway. Okay, there will be counting all the so you can count also now also. First one is so Mahossavam, then after that Shraddha, then after that third one is Guru Padashraya, then associating sadhus, next bhajan, then after that Anadani Vritti, Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, next Bhava, next Prema, next Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam. And two more are there. Some count we missed. Total 14. He's saying in the next sloka those. And I will see in the next sloka tomorrow. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Okay. Okay, any questions?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Prabhuji,
Who is
after
that?
Nishtha, Radhanoka, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, after
आप हाथ क्यों नहीं उठा रहे?
Nishtha, Prabhuji, I thought you
Why
were
you
just
are
about to
violating the
leave.
rules?
Prabhuji, I just thought you were about to leave the class.
हाथ उठाइए ना, ऑलरेडी 2 लोग हाथ उठा के मैं आप डायरेक्टली
Okay.
बोल रहे हैं. तो अर्चना भक्त माता जी बोलिए.
Prabhuji, when we discussed Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha, I remember there when you said Jnanam, you said this is experiential knowledge. He's just getting knowledge, but not experience. So I thought it was Bhava stage, no?
No, when you do, so there we have seen Jnana means Madhurya. That means a sweet knowledge.
Mhm.
So when you do bhakti, before doing the bhakti, you will be getting the books and scriptures and understanding the Lord's Swarupa and so on. So that is a simple knowledge. But after Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita, that means nicely you are doing the bhakti, then it is producing the Jnana means what? That is experience knowledge.
So that is bhagavat-prapti, bhagavat sakshatkar.
That is a bhava onwards, you will be start getting the experience, Mataji.
Achha.
In the bhava, you will be getting the 3 senses or be experiencing. In the next prema, all full, in the full extent.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From there it starts. From the bhava itself it starts.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Mahabhava Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you had said that in Prem, after Prem, bhagavat-prapti happened, and in bhagavat-prapti, one is experiencing Lord form. So my question is, as we read in Srimad Bhagavatam, the demigods are seeing the Lord, like in Vritrasur Katha we had heard. So why after experiencing Lord or seeing Lord, demigods do not get the prem or they fall slowly downwards, although they are experiencing?
See, so when we performs Leela, even Krishna Duryodhana is there, and Krishna is also performing Leela. He also saw. You can say this is my even better example actually. Duryodhana saw the Krishna, then why he is not attached to Krishna?
Jealous.
You can ask this also, na? So the point is here, they don't have any anukulata. Actually, anukulya and Krishna anusilna. Anukulata is not there. And Lord is manifesting himself using his yogamaya. So in this material world to do the leela. So at that time, even the so many jivas who are not devotees, they are seeing. But at that time, so that is not equal to the when you do the devotion and Lord appearing. So that darshan, that is different from this darshan. Okay. So that's entirely different. There is no devotion at all. So in the case of Duryodhana, and at that time, even if they see the form of the Lord, so that is not at all going to give any relishment for them. That's different. For the sake of Leela, he manifests. He'll become visible to everyone. That doesn't mean that everyone are now getting the Bhagavad Sakshatkara. No. In the purified stage, so the getting darshan, so that is different.
But Prabhuji, but when the demigods are executing the Lord's order, and we do not consider this as that like a booster dose,
that's
because
sakamas. Indra, even if you go Indra, Chandra, all these go to Lord, and even if they see, so they have this sakama bhakti. They have material desires. They want to protect their position. That's why they are approaching the Lord. Where is the pure devotion? Where is the sadhana? No.
So means
that's a
Lord
Lord's duty to maintain this society, this nature. As being a protector, he always, so their higher authority for them, that's why they are approaching. So they are just seeing in that respect only, not with the pure devotion. They are seeing him.
Okay.
Because he's in charge for them in this material nature. If something disturbance is happening, who is the protector? So maintainer is, who is the maintainer? Vishnu is the maintainer. and Brahma is the creator. Shiva is the destroyer. So he is in charge for the maintenance. And demigods are on behalf of their authority they are doing. If they got disturbance, then they approach as a higher authority. That's why that's different. Yes, Radhanu Mataji.
Prabhuji, I have this question. After Nishtha, when we reach the stage of Ruchi, then Prabhuji, in that case, our senses, they stop deriving any sense gratification, calm, growth, all this. Slowly it starts disappearing. But it is not completely, only at the stage of Rati, it is completely.
Yeah, it's completely. That's the prasannata will be there. Having Ruchi doesn't mean that so that means we left everything material. So mostly
it's partial.
It is left, but yeah. So mostly over. That is the point. That's the obvious understanding. Full pleasing of heart will happen in the stage of, in the Rati stage.
Okay. It's vice versa. And Rati doesn't let it come. When Rati is there, it does not come, and then Rati does not let it come. The sense gratification. It always keeps the heart in pure happiness.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So yes, Radhika Mataji.
Prabhuji, in one of the verses, we saw that Sutta Goswami's heart was pleased because sages had asked, I think, Yena Atma Suprasidati. He said, my heart is pleased. Anything, the questions that they posed were pleasing to his heart. That means it's about Krishna. So this is what you said. And are we to understand that? I mean, Sutta Goswami is above prema, right? I mean, above bhava, but his heart was pleased because the sages did ask questions about Krishna, because of which Yenatma Suprasidati happened. So I wanted to correlate that with the understanding of what we've heard.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, Mataji.
It's right? So he's prema. He's
yes.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
Yes, Archana Bhakti Mataji.
Prabhuji, is there any difference between the word why it is said Jnanam in text 7 and here it is said Vijnanam? Why I'm asking is we are taking that word to mean a particular stage, Bhagavat Sakshatkara. If experience is already beginning in Bhava stage, then how simply by that word it means Bhagavat Sakshatkara?
So Vijnanam means that means in the Bhava stage he will be hearing the Lord's that means sound, that is ankle bells sound, and he is able to sense, smell the aroma which is coming from the Lord's body, and also he is able to see the form. But touching and lips, this will not happen in the stage of Bhava. So that means fully is not there, na? It's a beginning only. How can you say it's full experience is not there? So that's why you cannot say it is so is a bhagavat-prapti.
Then what's the difference between prema and bhagavat-prapti? Because these things happen in prema also, right?
Prema and bhagavat-prapti, how we have taken as a different stages. Because in the prema, actually, yes. So he will be experiencing, and actually bhagavat-prapti, one way you can say, and some other places also, he will be taken to the spiritual world. That is also, or otherwise, in the prema, in the bhava also, one thing you should remember, he is experiencing in the bhava stage the senses. That means through these senses he is experiencing. Beginning the experience in the bhava. Only three senses are being satisfied, being experiencing. But what is full Krishna, how he is not standing in front of him. Only he is able to hear the ankle bells sound, able to smell, and able to hear. And in the prema, these 5 will happen. 5 will happen. And bhagavat-prapti means, so he's standing actually now. So only those 5 senses, vrittis are produced in the heart, in the stage of prema. But bhagavat-prapti means directly he is. That spuranam is different from the direct, that means, so spuranam and direct experience is a little difference is there. Spuranam means corresponding vritti for that sense is produced in the heart. Corresponding vritti is produced. So like if you keep a, that means one rose flower near to your nose, so how you are experiencing the related to the rose flower smell, that vritti is formed in the mind. Because of that vritti, you are able to so experience the smell of the rose. Yes. Now in the stage of prema, so he is getting all the 5 kinds of vrittis for the 5 senses. But the object is presenting, then it is known as bhagavat-prapti.
Okay, yeah. Directly coming in touch with the...
Yeah, that is the point.
Yes.
You can see this is there in the Madhuri Kadamini, in the last portion we discussed.
So that we can take as the difference between Jnanam and Vijnanam then? Vijnanam means not just the...
Yeah, Jnana means that is also knowledge about the form of the Lord. So because how the ankle bells sound, he is now vritti produced and he is knowing, na? So that is also knowledge about the sweet form, about the Lord's form only. So, but yeah, Vijnana means is a sakshatkara. Yeah, of that difference you can take.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So next, Parasuram Prabhu.
So means, Prabhu, Bhava, Mahabhava, Radharani used to be in Mahabhava, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Mahabhava is supposed to be the highest. Am I correct to understand that?
Yes.
So Mahabhava, the Bhava has so many varieties, categories.
Yes. Mahabhava is only happening to the case of Srimati Radharani, and Krishna came with the mood of Srimati Radharani, so that's why he is getting Mahabhava. But no one can get the Mahabhava. No gopis, nobody is going to get the Mahabhava.
So I'm a little confused actually. Rati is Bhava or Rati is Prema?
Rati is the Bhava, bro.
Bhava. Okay.
It's the beginning of Prema.
Okay. Okay, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
So Mahabhava, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. Okay. Sriji, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you. That this Madhurya Kadambani like lectures, recorded lectures are available, Prabhu, to hear.
Yes, Prabhu. You can go to that Golokvani and there already we published. So in the playlist you can see, Prabhu.
Okay. Thank you. How many classes, Prabhu, total?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Maybe more than 25.
Yeah. Okay, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you very much for kind and patient hearing. So we'll meet on Thursday. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanand. Hari Hari.